Hello everyone, Dr. Lockdown here. Yes, I'm doing another vlog of sorts. This isn't exactly a vlog, this is more of a submission. The Transformers and Such group on Facebook is doing a Q&A video, and I'm answering some of the questions to promote my channel. Link to the group, link to the collab. Yes, I'm filming this in advance, and then I'll just put the links up at the end, and it's all going to be good. There may be some extra footage in this video, there probably won't be, but who knows. It's because the Transformers and Such video needs to be 20 seconds long for each question, and I might need to fit in a few little things here and there. So let's see how it goes. Let me just bring up the Facebook questions now. Got my toys all on the table here that I'm going to use in the review. Got my Light Piper. Got my little Micromaster. I can't believe I called it a Minicon in the last vlog. Oh, it's still in its robot. It's still in its vehicle mode. And the thing came off. Yes, I wonder if you can actually spot this in the other videos, because no one's been pointing it out. Oh well, no big problem. Anyway, let's get started. Salutations everyone, Dr. Lockdown, and I hope you enjoy my submission to this Q&A. Please come to my channel via the link over here.
My question is, which Transformer that you own, in your opinion, is perfect?
The problem with perfection is that you can't really achieve it, because there's always something that's wrong. I mean, this isn't a good example because this is riddled with faults. And that's true the larger you go, because the larger you go, the more margin for error, because of the more things you can do with a figure. So of course, if you've got to have a figure that cannot be improved, you've got to go small, because there's nothing you can do at this scale. And that's one of the things I love about Legends class. So, Iron Factory Wind Saber, aka Windblade. The jet mode's a bit bulky, but then again, at this scale, what are you going to do? And it's still very, very nice. And it's leagues above what Hasbro gave us. I mean, this isn't a bad figure by any means, but still, it's very flawed. I'm actually surprised how similar the transformation is. I mean, the legs do fold out in a much more complex way, and the wings actually do something, and you have actual arms. But as far as that, the nose cone folding down and everything, and the way the head fits, it's all the same. It's basically just a better version of the Hasbro Legion, before the Hasbro Legion was even out. And this was actually my first third-party purchase, and I was very careful when getting into third-party because I knew I wanted to get something good. Wasn't the first one I received, but I'm very impressed with it. Great paint, great articulation, and it's just adorable. I mean, look at it. It's even got articulated VTOLs on a Legends figure. And of course you got the sword, which just goes clip in there, on the Cyberverse system no less. Pretty neat. I definitely recommend picking this up. I mean, it's only 20 bucks. For a third-party figure, what's not to love?
Which single Transformer from any line, continuity, or universe best represents you?
Now, I'm going to be very honest in my personality when I pick the Transformer that best personifies me, and I'm going to pick Toy World's Evilistar. This figure's by no means perfect, and I'm by no means perfect. This figure does a lot of lazy things, like the poor wings, and to be honest, I have a lot of procrastinating issues. However, there's a certain charm to it. It doesn't follow anyone else's rules. It does its own aesthetic that's not really toy and not really G1 cartoon, it just does its own thing. Kind of like my way of going about life, with finding new ways to approach situations. The only thing that doesn't really fit with me is that the transformation is very complex, and a lot of people don't like it. I mean, I have a lot of weird things that I do, but no one hates me for that. But then again, nothing can completely match up with something. Also, it's got very big legs, and very small arms. And I'm a cyclist, and my arms are floopy and weak. So yeah, that kind of fits.
My question is, what is your favourite catchphrase from any 80s cartoon?
Since everyone's picking the G1 Transformers cartoon phrases at this point, I'm just going to choose one from an anime. Kaneda! Now, last time I filmed this, I actually got a sore throat. Oh well, it's going pretty well now, which is a good thing.
My question is, what fiction medium inspired you the most growing up? Comics, audio recordings, cartoons or movies, books, or real-time storytelling? Or what kind of art? What moved you the most when you was growing up and enjoying your fandoms?
In terms of what inspired me growing up, it's definitely got to be anime. When I started high school, I was introduced to it by this guy who sat next to me in maths class. And honestly, I think he turned into a bit of an elitist throughout the high school years and didn't talk to me very much because I was just watching whatever I could back then, and he'd been in the community a lot longer. But yeah, I binged the hell out of this thing. I got my grandmother into it, and we actually still watch it to this day. We just finished Baccano, in fact. I just like the style and the diversity of the medium. It's not a genre, it's a medium. And it's got its own style that just works really, really well. I'm actually going to see Your Name very soon, maybe this Friday. I might make a review of it if there's footage I can use for it.
I'm a third-party fan, so I'm asking you, what is your favourite third-party figure and why?
Third-party figures are fun. Maybe you know my favourite figure, maybe you don't, because maybe the review for it is out and maybe it isn't. But it's the TFCon Toronto exclusive Feral Queen. By God, this is awesome. The plastic's a little bit weird when you look at it up close, and the transformation to a lot of people can seem weird, and there's a huge block of orange in the alt mode. But honestly, it's still fantastic. It oozes character, it's got a physique, it's got joints for miles, and you often forget about them because it just looks awesome in any pose. The back kibble folds up so cohesively, the head's made by Venkster from Renderform, and that is just an awesome fact in itself. She stands perfectly, she can be an Autobot or a Decepticon, she's in Predaking's colours. I just don't know what's bad about her. After I'm filming this, I'm actually filming a review for her, so whether that's out or not will depend on a lot of factors and when the collab video comes out, but it'd be great if you checked it out.
In a Transformers toy line, any time period, what one thing would you change?
Actually, there are two things I would change in the toy lines. First off, I'd be fixing RID. Now, continuing Prime instead isn't exactly the best idea, because I felt that had run its course really well, and by ending it at that point, it didn't become stale. What I would have done is taken a different direction with RID. I probably would have had it much more on Cybertron. I love the designs, but I would have moved Starscream forward a bit. I would have put a bit more political intrigue in it. Just in general, I would have cut out the first bit of RID and gone straight to Starscream, because once that starts kicking in, it's a much better show. Aside from that, do you remember the days when you used to be able to do this with your toys? Well, apparently Hasbro doesn't, because there's no light piping anymore! I mean, I guess you can get away with it with Titans Return, because you got the Headmaster gimmick, but then again, why wasn't it in Combiner Wars except for the leader classes? I want my light piping, and there's no excuse. They've gotten the translucent plastic back now. If Power of the Primes doesn't have light piping, I'm going to be seriously pissed off. Well, I hope you enjoyed my addition to the Q&A. Please check out my channel if you have the time.